There's a lot of joy in our sanctuary tonight. This is a great place to be, and it's only going to get better because we have a true pleasure tonight to invite a guest sermonizer to our bima. When my friend and temple member, Linda Zlotov, came to me and said, I want my cousin to speak at Temple Israel, I did what every rabbi does, is sure, your cousin, somebody else's cousin. And then I went on Wikipedia and I learned more about her cousin, and tonight you are all in for a very special treat because Terry Swartzberg was born in Manhattan. He lived with his family for a time in India where his father was a cultural anthropologist. He then earned a degree in Asian urban studies from the University of Wisconsin in Madison before beginning a career in 1976 in journalism in Hong Kong. He lived then in Berlin and now has spent 25 years as a journalist with the International Herald Tribune, and since 1985 has resided in Munich, where he has run a public affairs and marketing agency. He has also been active in the Reform movement in Germany, and what he told me tonight is something really special that he will share with you. He is a proponent of what he calls a joyful Judaism. He is proud of public Jewish moments that he has created in the last 10 and a half years where he has worn a kippah proudly throughout Germany and around the world. But tonight he'll be speaking about his work with the Stolperstein movement, which is an organization placing plaques, commemorative plaques, outside the homes of families who perished in the Holocaust throughout the world. You're going to hear the stories of this incredible endeavor, and you'll learn to love this very special man. Please welcome Terry Swartzberg.
Can I wander? Yes. I was afraid I was going to have to stay up at the front of the bima. I'm a wanderer, as people have heard me already know, and I like to wander, but there's a lot to wander tonight. I'm a person from Wisconsin. I've just been wandering around Michigan a lot and getting to know you all. What you see in front of you tonight is something you really need to hear about. Now, I'm going to talk for 10 minutes. If I get close to 10 minutes, start panicking, okay? Raise your hands and everything. My family over there, my lovely daughter Anima has 8 minutes, right, Anima? You'll start waving a siddur or something like that. So I have 8 minutes or 10 minutes to tell you about this is a nest. This is a miracle. This miracle is called the Stolperstein. It is found at this moment. Oops, didn't trip. Is found at this moment. It's a duplicate. The real one is found in the streets of Munich. At this moment, people are commemorating this man. This man was Jewish. He was gay. He first was sent because he was Jewish to Dachau and Buchenwald, and they later murdered him in a sanatorium. This is a miracle, and I'm going to pass it around, and I'm not going to trip. I'm going to give it to somebody very strong. You look very strong. This is very heavy. Please pass it around. Now I'm going to wander. There are 100,000 of these miracles to be found in Europe. How many people here have seen Stolperstein? A lot of people have seen Stolperstein. You find them 100,000 in 1,800 cities in 31 countries, and they commemorate every single Jew who was persecuted and murdered by the Nazis. But they do not only do that, they commemorate gypsies, Sinti and Roma, Jehovah's Witnesses, anybody that the Nazis killed and persecuted, and gets a Stolperstein. That means if your family here, and this is my offer, wants a Stolperstein or needs a Stolperstein, you get a Stolperstein, you come to me. This is a miracle because it has changed the face of commemoration. All of Europe is now involved in the commemoration of the Holocaust, and if you don't think that's a miracle, I don't know what is. That means every single European is involved in the commemoration of the Holocaust in two ways. First of all, this Stolperstein, which you're passing around, it's late at night in Europe, it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. There's still people out and about in Munich. Anybody who goes past this Stolperstein and looks down, people are busy. Everybody's busy. They're busy with their nightlife. But if they go down and they look, what do they see? They learn there was a person called Karl Otto Weiss, and he was a Jew, and he was gay, and he was killed. And they learn, they bring this person back to life. Isn't that wonderful? They bring this person back to life. And if you, all throughout Europe, this is happening, from the tip of Norway to Athens in Greece, to Riga in Latvia, to Barcelona in Spain. Wherever you go, you will find Stolperstein. And the people placing the Stolperstein, because the Stolperstein is being placed by individuals for individuals. It is not a governmental project. We're a grassroots organization. There are 1,200 local initiatives. We do not get money from the government. We do not get money from corporations. We rely, and I'm going to waggle my eyebrows, on donations. This is a word you've never heard before, especially not in a Jewish community, right? Nobody ever asks you for donations, right? You've never been asked for a donation. Never. You don't even know what the meaning of the word money or shekel or anything else like that. Just mentioning we love donations. The Stolperstein costs about $200 if you want to help us out. So, who would you expect? Now, I know you're all brilliant people because you're Jewish. Every Jew is brilliant, right? Right. We may not always agree about things, but when we disagree brilliantly, right? All right, I know this. So who do you think is initiating these Stolperstein? Which people do you think are initiating Stolperstein? And you're Jewish, you're not German, call out. Who do you think are initiating? Come on, I want to hear it. Families, right. That is a good answer. A lot of survivors, descendants of the victims, initiated about 30,000 of the 100,000 Stolperstein. But here comes the point that's going to make you so happy and so glad. This is a miracle, as I said. A miracle. 40,000 of the Stolperstein have been initiated by the people living in the buildings in which the victims lived before they became victims, because Stolperstein are placed in the homes of the people before they were dragged to concentration camps. They're not placed in concentration camps. They're not placed in Judenhäuser. They're placed where you and I and everybody, because all the victims were just like you and us, we're all normal people before the horrible Nazis said they're going to kill us, humiliate us, and kill us. Stolperstein bring Jews and other victims back to life, okay? Because most of the Stolperstein are placed by the people in the buildings, they are protected, they are cherished, they are loved. Do you understand that? Because these people say, if we have 8 Stolperstein in front of our building, every minute, every day, we are going to know about these people. And everybody passing by will know that Jews lived in this building. Do you see the concept? How beautiful it is. In other words, we have taken commemoration. It used to be that Jews in the old days were alone with their commemoration. Remember that? Jews and commemoration, there was a time when commemoration was becoming dwindling. Understanding interest in the Holocaust was dwindling 30 years ago. It was confined to Auschwitz, it was confined to Dachau, it was confined to Jews, survivors, and bored politicians. And the general public didn't have anything to do with commemoration. Then another miracle happened. That's the second miracle I'm going to talk about. The third miracle is coming. How many minutes have I spoken already? Do I have 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes, okay? How am I doing? 5 more minutes, okay, I have time for 2 more miracles, right? All right, I'll go on. I mean, I can go on all night, but I only have 5 more minutes. Okay, I have to talk even faster. Okay, the first miracle was that the German government decreed that every school kid in Germany was going to study the Holocaust not only once, but twice during their high school degrees. That's the first miracle. The second miracle that happened was with the Stolperstein, because everybody now learns about the Holocaust, can get involved in a new way, not just by reading about it, but by commissioning Stolperstein, by placing it. And this is a great miracle, because I know what you're all afraid of. You're afraid that the Holocaust will die with the survivors' children. I do the Stolperstein every day in Munich. I have placed already 200 Stolperstein. This year, I will place 100 Stolperstein. I will bring back 100 things, but I don't do it by myself. And this is the second and third miracle I am bringing to you tonight, which is that most of the people helping me are young. I'm not talking about 60. I'm going to be 70 in a couple of days. I'm talking about young, like 18, 17, 16, 50, because young people have discovered the Holocaust. I work very hard to do that. And because of that, young people are fascinated and enthralled and are creating they're creating videos, raps, films that reach other young people. And believe me, if I had another half an hour, I could show you a few things, but I only have 3 more minutes. And I've got to get to 1 more point, so I'm going to say it right now. Believe me, take it on faith. This is a miracle. Young people, and I want to stress this because I've heard this over and over again. Now I'm going to say this slowly, and I want you to listen to me, and I don't want anybody coming up to me and asking me this question. Are you all ready to listen to me? Are you ready? I don't hear you. You're Jews. I want to hear you. Oh, thank you. You could do even better than that. Okay, so the 95% of all people involved in the commemoration, I'm really wandering now, I'm coming back to you. Commemoration of the Holocaust are non-Jewish in Europe. It does not mean that Jews don't love the Stolperstein. The World Jewish Congress, the State of Israel, every Jewish organization, 138 congregations in Germany. We have 145 Jewish congregations in Germany now. Bet you didn't know that. Did you know that? No, I'm going to tell you about that. So 100 actively support the Stolperstein. My community, my congregation of Bet Shalom, it's a little bit smaller than this congregation. Yeah, we have like 250 families. I'd love this congregation. I'd like to take it with me back to Germany. Can I do that, Rabbi Josh? Can I take it back to Germany? Okay, I have 2 more minutes. My cousin Linda's saying 2 more minutes. All right, so I have to get to the final thing, and that's the 4th miracle. I've given you 4 miracles tonight. Who has given you so many miracles as I have given you? 4 miracles, a 4th miracle, and I want you to believe me. I have been wearing a kippah on my beautiful bald head for the last 10 and a half years, 4,000 days. We hear often anti-Semitism in Germany. It exists everywhere. Unfortunately, I've been learning also in Michigan, shocking to me. The other and more interesting and powerful story is Jewish life is flourishing in Germany. As I said, 145 congregations. How many? 145. How many Jews now live in Germany? We do not know. There are 100,000 members of congregations like this, 100,000 would never go to a temple, you know the joke, and 100,000 Israelis are running around Berlin. That means you get great Israeli food now in Berlin, believe me. So, 300,000 Jews. Before the Holocaust, it was 550,000, 300,000 Jews in Germany. Jewish life is flourishing in Germany, and Jewish life is flourishing in Europe, and now I'm going to be done. 10 more seconds, I'm going to be done. I think I hit the time perfectly. Did I hit the time perfectly? Because also of the Stolperstein and other things, because people now have a way to express their empathy, their interest in Judaism. And that means that all of Europe, and I promise you, is now aware of the Holocaust. And if you don't believe me, November 9th in Munich, Kristallnacht, Reichspogromnacht, we will be placing 60 Stolperstein in Munich with the father, the man who created this incredible movement, Gunter Demnig, who's about to turn 76. You come, I invite you, you come and you see for yourself what commemoration looks like, and you see all those young people, many of them Muslims, who will be there, who have collected the money, donations, collected the money, raised the thing, and you will be joy. There is a joy, a simcha. So I want to conclude, thank you, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I want you to forgive me that I'm from Wisconsin. I want you to forgive me that I'm a Packers fan. And I want to... Shh. That's why I saved it till the end. I want to leave here under my own power. You heard that I went to University of Wisconsin. What did you think I was going to be for the Lions? Forget it. You're laughing now. All right. I want to do my Shehekiano with you together. I've never had an opportunity. How many people are here? 500,000? 500? All right. Let's all do my Shehekiano. I do Lazman Hazeh twice. Okay? And I do it at my own speed. So everybody ready? All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehekianu ve'kimanu ve'higianu lazman hazeh Amen. Toda Rabah.